Alright, today we have another classic that we really love that's on our top 100 called The Wind in the Willows.
This is a super sweet copy.
Show your side view there. Show your side view there, Micah.
And then you can take off the cover and it's like super nice.
So beautiful. Micah's very proud because he bought that with his own money.
It's the greatest book ever.
Yeah. So this is funny because like this one looks like, oh, not a big deal, I could just hurry and read that. And that one looks like, holy cow, it'd be 100 years reading this book. But like if you look inside,
that's why I love it. It's got huge margins. It just looks like way nice.
Huge margins, and it is high quality. This one's just a little paperback, although the font's smaller and there's still large margins on this one. How many actual total pages is it in that one? I think that has thicker pages too.
300, 400 almost.
Yeah, this one's 350 pages, and this one's 200 pages. So if you've got kids that aren't super excited about reading, you might want to get the 200-page version, or even one with smaller margins.
I have one that's like 150 pages.
Well, there you go. So you can never really know how long a book really is until you get the smallest version of it. Yeah. Now, when was this written, Micah? This is by Kenneth Grahame. And
Kenneth Grahame?
Yes.
Copyright 1994.
No, that's not the original. That's the introduction copyright. Sorry, we're taking all your time trying to find the copyright. I know it's an older book.
Yeah.
And I'll just put it in the post for you when the copyright is. Anyway, it's tell us a little bit about it. What's it about, Micah?
It's about a mole and a river rat who are friends.
Is that how it starts out?
Well, it starts out with Mole cleaning his house.
Oh, really?
Spring cleaning. And then he goes and
I wonder if it's a play.
The rat, and they go on...
They're already friends though, right?
Yeah, and they go and get in the rat's boat and they go on a little river, whatever you call it.
The rat lives on the river, right?
He's a river rat. And so, and they, pretty much them just chilling and picnicking and stuff. Then they go meet their friend Toad, who's a weirdo, and who's like filthy rich, but then he just has like really weird occupations, and is obsessed with them. But then like it's like his life dream for like.
How does he have money anyway? Did he like inherit it or something?
Yeah, his dad was really rich.
Okay.
But then like, yeah, so then he goes from occupation to occupation, but the next.
Well, it's not really an occupation, isn't it? Like a hobby.
Kind of, yeah, I guess. But it's like his new life dream. It's not like just like what I want to do now. It's like my whole existence was made for this thing, and then 5 seconds later, nope, my new existence is for this. And
what's the first thing?
The first thing.
Is it the cars?
No, the first one is like some like wagon driving or something weird like that. It's like a house on wheels, pretty much.
Really?
It's like
I forgot that.
It's like really slow. I'm like, I don't know, really likes it. He goes from that to like race car driving, like killing everybody because he goes so fast. So it's kind of weird.
So, 1857 to 1932.
That's when he lived. So it's somewhere in there.
Yeah, turn of the century, probably. Yeah. And it says he was orphaned. And he was little. That's the author, just so you know. Micah just found that. Yeah. This is a little picture of them on their little river raft. Okay. So they're friends with Toad.
Yeah, but they try to be friends with Toad, but Toad is so dumb, it's really hard to be friends with him. So it's kind of like them babysitting him in a way, but then they're still like friends. That are
like trying to save him from himself because he's kind of a mess.
Yeah.
And he's nice.
Yeah, he's super nice and hospitable and everything.
He'll like invite him in and like put him up for dinner and be super nice and stuff. So what's the central plot? Like, what's the main thing that happens in the book? What's it mainly about?
There's a lot of things that happens in the book. I don't really know. I know the second half is mostly just about. Well, I don't know. It's not really like a big theme. It's just a bunch of events. Like they go and get lost in the wildwood, and then they meet Badger, and he go home, and then Badger.
And isn't he like super wise or knew the forest or something? And so he's
he's just really rich and lives secluded from everybody. And he's just really smart and just lives in the middle of the woods with all his servants.
So he helps him get home.
Yeah, and then yeah, they're friends with Badger, but Badger's like kind of superior to them, I guess. But then I don't know. He's just I don't know. I don't really understand it, but yeah, it's kind of yeah.
So is it kind of about friendship?
I guess sure.
And what's the number one reason why you like it?
I don't know. It's just a good book.
No, but why do you like it?
There's not like one reason.
Okay, what are the 5 reasons?
I don't know. It's really funny. But like the second half of the book, it gets kind of dry with Mole and Rat. So it kind of like, Toad runs off, and they try to like, well, he starts being so dumb on his cars that he's like killing himself and everybody else. So they pretty much
he's driving super reckless everywhere, and
he's been in the hospital 5 times, and he's spending all this money on cars.
That's right.
So then they have to like, so Mole, Toad, and Badger all get together, and they go to Mole, Rat, and Badger get together, and they go to Toad's house and pretty much say, you're gonna stay in your house until you can learn to be normal.
That's right.
So they stick him in his room and lock him in there, and then they take turns hanging out with him. But they won't let him leave, and then he pretends to be dying, and he says, "I need a doctor," and you grab the lawyer while you're at it, and he's like, ah. So he runs off, and then Toad climbs out the window and grabs some cash and just leaves. And so then it kind of flips back and forth between Toad being an idiot, and then Mole and Rat chilling and waiting for him to come back. So
that's right.
The Toad stuff is more fun to read than
So kind of like, what do you do? The back of this one says, "Friends stick together." So it really is a lot about.
Yeah, because even if, no matter how dumb Toad is, they still, like, he's gone for like ever, just being an idiot, getting out of jail and stuff, and they're just stuck and protecting his house from all the weasels and stuff.
That's right. And they protect his house.
Yeah.
So they love him anyway, and they try to help him, and they try to help him see why what he's doing isn't going to work, and how he should. I mean, they want him to be healthier and to change, but they're just being good friends.
He's kind of weird
because
he's so vain and prideful about himself, but then right when you point out his wrong, he just like turns like that fast and is all humble, like, "I know, I'm so bad," but then he goes right back to being how he was.
So it doesn't really mean
it's really kind of hard to work with him.
Well, it's been around for a long time, and a lot of people haven't heard of it, and a lot of even moms and dads haven't read it, but it's enjoyable. It's, it's kind of quiet, happy, going along, doing things, but there's just enough. It's because it's good writing, I think, that you stay interested. Not necessarily because the plot moves a lot or something really intense happens, but largely just because he develops great characters that are good people, and you want to find out what's going to happen to them.
Yeah.
So, Wind of the Willows, we love it because it's just a happy, enjoyable, feel-good, happy ending, but then there's lots of funny parts because Toad is really kind of an idiot. Then there's problems on the river, and they're trying to figure out how to solve the problems and how to help their friend. And it's it's a good conversation starter with your kids. What do you do when your friend is being stupid?
Yeah.
How do you be his friend and help him protect him while not accepting his bad behavior? So, a lot of good things to think about and talk about. Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. See you next time.